sound data judge. Very fantastic minister. I mean, he's one of the ministers that has come under, let me say, severe public backlash in the last 4 or 5 months because of data prices. But Sam George was very categorical that he will ensure that data prices has been reduced or have been reduced by the end of this year. So he was very specific.
Okay.
And I understand that, people go through it. They want to see immediate interventions. But he was very specific that he want to make sure that data prices are reduced by the end of this year. But in 3 months in office, I'm talking about him as a minister, not as government. The pressure wasn't that easy. But I understand that because maybe he was outspoken in a position. It's part of why. Very. Of course, I understand.
See, Ghanaians, I always say that Ghanaians are very understanding people.
Yeah.
But then, Ghanaians will always bring you back to the receipts. They will judge you based on what you said before. And that's exactly how they held, the standard they held the Honorable Sam George to, because he spoke a lot. Some of his utterances, even it made it seem like, as a minister for communication, you can easily direct the telcos to reduce their prices as at when or how you like it.
I understand, but you see, we've made some gains with the exchange rates, helping the telcos, and also the directive given by the minister is something that is profound, is to be appreciated by every Ghanaian. Called 15% increase in value, of course, not reduction in prices, but increase in value. So if we're getting 92 gigabytes and not getting 214 gigabytes, then concerns are being raised about the real value of it. Amount for say all 214 but over you see 5 minutes now. You see, we all experience it. But there's some analysis that is being done in this country. I also think we need to be more analytical.
Okay.
You see, iPhone 16 and itel 316 or 618 are not the same.
Okay.
So you can be using Facebook with the same amount of data. iPhone 16 will consume more than what you're consuming.
Okay.
So we need to situate the conversation very well.
Okay.
The kind of device that we used 10 years ago are not the same devices you use now.
Okay.
Apps like TikTok, the data that they consume cannot be compared to Facebook. So if you are always on TikTok, you don't expect that 2 gigabyte data of use in watching videos on TikTok cannot be the same as using it to watch videos on Facebook. They're not the same.
Okay.
And people to download apps that are running, at the background. So they are already running. That's why they give you notification even if you don't open the app. So these apps are already taking your data, are already using your data. This is the education I think we have to also do. I'm not saying that we shouldn't talk about the rate at which it is, diminishing. The data bandits are diminishing. But I'm also saying that we need to also be able to do the comparison very well. Knowing that the application that we used to use or we're using some years ago are not the same now. The device that we were using some years ago are not the same. Okay. So if I use an iPhone 16, don't expect that you and someone who is using itel. I'm not trying to degrade any brand, but I'm saying that iPhone 16, the data that you use consume the same content. It's not the same as itel.
Okay.
So it cannot be using iPhone 16 and think that data will be that easy.
Okay.
It consumes a lot because of the speed.
Okay.
And because of its software. So let's not draw that, comparison of 5 years ago, 2 gigabytes per we see 5 years ago, no phone now we see. Now TikTok or Dabi. I'm telling you, TikTok. If you have streamed live before or you go on live, you realize that TikTok take a lot of data.
Oh, really?
Yes, TikTok is one of the other take a lot of data. So please, let's also be measuring the comparison that we do. But I'm not saying that they shouldn't work on that. In fact, some of their services have to work on it. You can be making calls within scratches. I don't know where it's coming from. And all that, you see, it's very unfortunate. And Minister has also made it clear that he's engaging the finance ministry to review the 39% levies on the telecommunication, the COVID, Get Fund, NHIL, and all that, so that their cost of producing this data for us will be reduced. That is why at the end of this year, you will see data prices reducing. Prices not even increasing in value alone, but you see the prices reducing. We all saw what happened under the NPP administration. Of course, I'm a politician and I must state that fact. We're here in this country. NCA directed MTN to cancel, whether they suspend or cancel zone band. It's not the case. Their reason being that, they have the largest market base, and then they have to make sure they reduce the prices. If not, they increase the prices so that there can be that competition between them and Tigo or Voda, Telecel or whatever.
Yeah.
But today, we have a minister who has used 4 months to do what Ursula Owusu couldn't do in 8 years. As simple as that.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
you see, this may seem like so sweet. But the truth of the matter is that St. George knows his stuff. Okay. St. George is very competent at the ministry he is. As I said earlier, he was only, criticized left and right simply because of what he said in opposition or how, let me say, quote unquote, loud he was in opposition. But he can also discredit his competence. Well, as far as the ministry is concerned, you could clearly see that there are pragmatic policy measures being put in place to ensure that Ghanaians enjoy better services as far as the telcos are concerned. So let's all be rest assured. And as I said, NDC government is highly democratic, unlike MPP, where it can be the TV station talking and then some group members can then invade your city. No. St. George was highly criticized on Twitter, X. Yes, and that's what we want. We want constructive criticism.
Okay.
Put them, into a proper context.
Yeah.
Criticize them constructively. Let them know what they should do.
Okay.
And I think with time, we are all going to deliver because we cannot live in a country where everybody seems to be supporting government on every issue.
Okay.
In that case, government will become very complacent. Government will think he's doing everything right.
Yeah.
We must have voices that will speak the truth to government that you are not doing this right. You must do it this way. Okay. And government and President Mahama is not impervious to, public opinion or constructive criticisms. He's willing to learn from the good people of Ghana he's serving.
Okay.
At the end of the day, they have been given this power to deliver. Certain things to the benefit of Ghanaians. So at any point in time, if you think you are not enjoying the benefit that is, beneficial or is required of us, we reserve every right to, criticize them. But let's be measured and be